Friends, just imagine that due to a nuclear disaster, the entire world has been destroyed and not a single human child remains in the world, but somehow, only one boy and 6 girls have survived back in an island, and the responsibility to carry forward humanity now rests in the hands of this one boy and those 6 girls. In today's movie, After the Dark, we will see exactly this. At the beginning of the movie, we see James and Petra. Petra, while leaving for her class, tells James not to fall asleep again, otherwise he will be late, and then she leaves from there. Perhaps James was tired, so he falls asleep, and when he wakes up, he sees that he has already become late for class. He runs and reaches the class, arriving right at that very moment. A philosophy class was going on for all of them. Their professor was named James. Today was the last class for all the children. James says that the time to practically check whatever they were taught this year has arrived. He says that we will all do an exercise which will reveal what you have learned from what you have studied. Students suggest different situations. For example, assume 5 people are tied on a railway track and 1 man is tied on another track. Then it is better to divert the train towards the 1 man because it is better for 1 to die than for 5 to be killed. Another says the situation could also be such that a very fat man is standing in front of the train track. If you push him and make him fall on the track, the train will be derailed from its track, saving all 5 people. A girl suggests a situation where she is about to fall from a building, and to save herself, she contacted her 3 friends. All 3 of them do not save her because saving her would cause them to also fall from the building. And just as that girl falls downwards from the building, she dies, and she realizes that she could never trust these 3 friends. Similarly, some other situations are suggested by the remaining students, but James wants to discuss a completely different situation. He says that an apocalypse has come upon Earth, where nuclear bombs are falling everywhere. There is only one bunker to survive, in which one must spend time for 1 year. The motive is not only to survive but also for these surviving people to carry forward the human race after 1 year. However, the capacity of the bunker is only for 10 people, and the problem is that there are 21 people. Obviously, 10 people can stay in the bunker, but due to a lack of resources and oxygen for a year, some people will have to sacrifice themselves. This entire exercise will happen within an imagination. Everyone will be in the classroom, but the scenes will happen in their minds. They will perform this exercise while discussing it, but in the movie, these scenes are shown to us as if they are real, though they are merely their imagination. Now we know that there are only 21 people, but only 10 people can stay in the bunker. Who will remain in the bunker and who will have to sacrifice themselves? Their profession will decide it. James says that there is a card on which a profession is written. The benefit of a human's profession will be received in the future. The one whose profession is beneficial is allowed to stay in the bunker, and the others will stay outside. For example, James is a farmer who, after the apocalypse ends, will increase food supply by farming using his farming skills. Since petroleum engines will also be quite useful in the future, it is essential for him to stay alive. One boy is an electrician, so inside the bunker, he can help with electrical faults. But whoever is a fashion designer, or a real estate agent, or belongs to a profession that is not so useful, will be given less priority for entering the bunker. One girl's profession is a poet, so James immediately shoots and kills her. James says that she will not come with us into the bunker. Therefore, she will die painfully and slowly from nuclear radiation outside anyway, so it is better to free her right now. Friends, I tell you again, all this is not happening in reality, rather, it is merely a classroom discussion whose scenes are being shown over time. Now everyone votes on who is eligible to live based on their profession and who is not. George is a doctor, for whom everyone votes. A boy named Chips is a carpenter, who is eligible to enter the bunker. Finally, because James has a wild card, everyone votes in his favor because who knows, he might have some secret information that those 10 people might need. Now we have all those people who will remain in the bunker until the next year, and those people who will stay outside the bunker and be destroyed by the nuclear bomb. James says that before entering the bunker, we people should spend some time alone with our loved ones. He was spending time with Petra when he heard a gunshot sound, and he saw that James had shot all those people who were supposed to stay outside. All the remaining people make a plan and reach inside the bunker, and before James can reach there, they close the door because James was now becoming a danger for them. Now all these people spend quite some time inside the bunker. One day, Petra goes outside and sees that James had burned due to nuclear radiation. He tells that only he knows the bunker's exit code, and then he dies right there. When the others come to know about this, one of them is about to open the door, but the others stop her, saying that opening the door will cause everyone to die due to radiation. They all think that perhaps James was lying, so they do not open the door. After this, we see that days pass by, months pass by, and James's body gradually decomposes over time. Finally, when 1 year is completed, Earth had recovered itself. But when these people try to exit the bunker, it asks for a password, meaning James was telling the truth. Now these people are trapped inside, but they do not give up and try to break the door in different ways. They fire bullets, hit it with rods, but the door does not open. After a few days, some people lose their lives, and those who remain die due to running out of oxygen. Just after this, we again reach the classroom scene. Why did it happen that only he had the exit code? James explains that his profession was construction, and he was the one who had built the bunker, which is why he knew its exact code. He says that now we will do this one more time. Everything will remain the same, there will be no change, but on the card you have, something else specific is written, which will decide for the next round who will go into the bunker and who will stay outside. For example, on James's card, he is a farmer, but he is also gay. But due to being a farmer, he is eligible to enter the bunker. However, on Georgina's card, it is written that after some time, she will suffer from a virus, due to which she will not survive for long, so no one votes in her favor. At one point, an opera singer and some artist-type people also do not get any votes. Similarly, some people who were inside the bunker last time will now stay outside. Now we are again inside the situation where James again cleverly takes the gun from the bunker and keeps it with himself, and again shoots Petra. They divide into two groups, one side, those who will enter the bunker, and the other side, those who will stay outside the bunker. Georgina asks James for the key and tries to escape from there with the other people, but all those people are killed by a nuclear explosion. James and all the others had already entered the bunker. At night, Petra sees that James is not in his bed. When she goes searching for him, she sees that James was being intimate with a boy named Jack because he was gay. Petra tells this matter to everyone. James says that all these people should now choose their partner so that they can produce children. The human species will only move forward through this. Everyone agrees on this. All the girls choose their partners, but Petra remains alone, so she is told to make James her partner. Petra also agrees and goes with James. James gets shocked and tries to stop her, but he himself had been intimate with someone else. Several days pass like this while everyone is intimate with their partners, but now no one has gotten pregnant. Therefore, James puts forth a point that makes everyone angry and upset. He says that now every girl will be intimate with every boy so that someone gets pregnant. He says that the human species is our priority. Everyone was upset by this because they were attached to their partners and did not want their partner to be intimate with anyone else. Bonnie, who is a soldier in this situation and has a very sharp memory, tells James that she will not be intimate with anyone else, and if he tries to force her, she will kill him. James takes this matter to his ego and, taking the gun, makes everyone leave the room. He gives the gun to Bonnie, but Jack, who was hiding inside, fights with James, and in this fight, he injures James, after which James comes and stands outside the door. He sees that outside the bunker, grass had grown, explosions and radiation were there. He enters the password and opens the door, which causes a sudden explosion, and all those people die there, and we again reach the classroom. All the people had become tired because they were not able to do this exercise successfully. Chip says that we should try again, we can do better than this. Then James says to James, when you gave the cards to everyone for the first time, why did you specifically give me the card of a farmer and gay? James feels something is wrong, so he checks the box of cards and finds out that James had cheated with him and deliberately made him hold the card of a farmer and gay. James does not like James and wanted to prove that he is a fool who has no understanding at all. James tells everyone the truth about James and says that James has cheated, so he wants to do one more round. But the other students refuse. Petra is the most intelligent student in the class. She says that this time she wants to be in charge and decide who will stay inside the bunker and who will stay outside. All the students trust her, so they agree to her words. We again go inside the situation where everyone was in an island this time, where a nuclear attack was about to happen. James again hides the girls. We see that Petra goes to James and hugs him. This time, Petra sends the poet, the opera singer, the card-playing boy, all those people who have no technical skills, inside the bunker. James tells her decision is wrong. For example, she should have kept the fashion designer inside the bunker because a fashion designer understands clothes, and wearing the right clothes boosts self-esteem, which has an impact in a civilization. She made a group of 10 such people in which James was also there, but James was not. Petra kept herself outside the bunker as well. James wants to go inside the bunker, so in anger, he was about to take out his gun, but Petra had already stolen his gun by hugging him. He was about to take the gun from Petra and shoot James when James gives him a bigger gunshot and tells him to leave. James says that they will need the password, which only I know. But Bonnie says that she knows the password because last time, when James entered the password, Bonnie saw it, and due to her sharp memory, she also remembered it. Hearing this, James leaves from there. After this, James tells Petra to come inside the bunker, but Petra does not agree and says that not far from here, there is an island, we people will go there by boat. But Chips calls Petra to him on the pretext of giving her the boat key and pushes her inside the bunker, sacrificing himself outside. Meanwhile, all these people exit by boat. Petra and all the others this time spend quite a good time inside because this time everyone there was an artist. They play music, the poet recites his poetry, they all were quite happy. And thus, days pass, and 1 year is completed. But when they come outside, they see that everything was the same, the bomb had not even fallen on their island. James says that all these people will still die soon because they do not have any such technical skills with which they could build something to escape from there, nor will they be able to survive on the island for long. But Petra thinks differently from this. She says, I did not decide with logic but with my heart, thinking that whatever time we remain alive, we should live that time happily. We people will accept death happily as well. Inside the situation, we see that a bomb falls near them. James is about to accept death and press its button when, taking a gun, James reaches there, whose hair had grown quite long and who was still alive. He had only one bullet left, with which he was about to kill James when all the people come in front of him to save James and press the bomb's button, causing an explosion there. Meanwhile, Chips, telling the situation from his side, says that they had reached another island by boat, after which the surviving boys died in one way or another, and he was left alone with 7 good girls. He had the opportunity to be intimate with each of them, 1 day each, and he would be intimate with the girls one by one and rest on the 7th day. Just like this, he passed his time. Hearing this, everyone starts laughing. The class had now ended, and James's speech had also ended. Everyone submits their notebook and goes out. Wait, the twist is still left. We see that after everyone leaves, Petra comes to James, and we here find out that Petra's affair was going on with James, which is why James feels jealous of James because Petra loves James. Petra kisses him for the last time and leaves from there. We see that James comes to his room where a gun was kept. We hear a gunshot sound. Actually, this was also a situation imagined by James, and he has seen some such situations, after which this mind-bending movie ends just here. Comment and tell how you found the movie, and to see such excellent explanations, be sure to subscribe to our channel.